Hello YouTube, my name is Kevin Fiskus and this is Take Back the Advantage. Today we're going to look at how cyber deception can be used to allow defenders to detect and respond to attacks more quickly, significantly reducing the harm resulting from the breach and reducing overall risk. So I want you to imagine that you're home at night. A storm has knocked out the power and there is no light. You hear a noise. Is that your cat jumping off the counter? Is it your kid heading to the bathroom? Well, you know the normal sounds of your home at night, and this is not one of them. So you listen a little harder. Wait a minute, there it is again. Someone is in your home and they are not supposed to be there. The good news is that you have the advantage. While the intruder is trying to understand their surroundings, you already know your home. You understand the situation, you know what to do, and you can act. Now, this concept of understanding your surroundings, understanding the situation you're in, making a decision based on that understanding, and then acting upon that decision forms the basis of a term coined by United States Air Force Colonel John Boyd. That term is OODA, which stands for Observe, Orient, Decide, and Act. Colonel Boyd stated that in air combat, the pilot that completes this OODA loop first is more likely to fly home. So what does this have to do with computer security and deception? Well, just like when you hear a noise in your home at night, in familiar surroundings, you have the OODA advantage. This is largely because you spend less time observing and orienting and can move more quickly to decide and act. Now, this should be the case on our networks just like it is in our homes, but unfortunately it isn't. According to the 2019 Ponemon Institute Cost of a Data Breach study, the mean time to detect and respond to an attack is 206 days. That same study found a direct correlation between the time it takes to detect and respond to an attack and the cost of the breach. So that brings up an important question. Why does it take us so long to detect and respond to data breaches? Well, one possibility is that the majority of our detection solutions, IDS, SIM, DLP, log analysis, antivirus, they all focus on looking for evil. So to evade detection, all the attacker needs to do is look not evil, and that involves deception. Noted deception author Barton Whaley stated in his book Practice to Deceive that in combat, deception strengthens the weaker side. When all other factors are equal, the more deceptive player or team will always win. The bad guys use deception and we don't. Therefore, they keep winning. The good news is that there is an answer. Instead of looking for evil, we can start looking for abnormal. Now, unfortunately, normalizing an entire network can be very challenging. Look at what's happened with the massive explosion of remote working due to COVID-19. What was normal changed almost overnight. So what if instead of trying to normalize an entire environment, we simply created resources on our network that have no production use? These resources could be servers, services, credentials, accounts, URLs, files, directories, anything that you would find normally on a network. And because they have no production value, nobody should be interacting with them. So normal means no interaction. Any interaction that occurs is abnormal, suspicious, and requires investigation. Now imagine you're an attacker and you compromise this network. You pull some credentials out of memory. Were they real or were they placed there as a trap? You connect to an open port. Is that real or deceptive? You capture some network traffic. Well, was that traffic real or was it planted there for you to see? By placing deceptive or notional resources throughout the network, an attacker is going to have to take time to determine what's real and what's not. At a minimum, this slows them down. And when they do interact with a single deceptive resource, an alert is generated and they're caught. This is the essence of using cyber deception to speed detection, to accelerate our OODA loop, and to catch the bad guys. It is often said that defenders need to be right 100% of the time, while attackers need to be right just once. While this statement isn't entirely accurate, it does make a very strong point about the advantages that attackers have over defenders. With cyber deception, we can change that game entirely. Attackers can miss or even intentionally evade most of our deceptive traps, but the second they interact with just one, they are caught. Meaning, in a very real sense, attackers need to be right 100% of the time, while defenders just need to be right once. Cyber deception is all about conflating the real and the unreal. You know the videos and images behind me are not real. Actually, I'm sitting in my office. But you probably expected that. The question is, how deep does the rabbit hole really go? Now, if you like this video, please click the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that little bell to receive new content notification, and please comment about what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you want to see on this channel. If you know anybody who might be interested in deception, please share this channel with them so that together we can take back the advantage.